Hello and welcome back to another live stream. Trying to change things up a little bit with the intro and the intro music, and working on my poor video editing skills. But yeah, let me know what you think. Maybe too much first thing in the morning. So here we are. We are still on Creed. If you've been following the other live streams and the other videos, we have been working on a few things. We've worked on this docking arm as version 3. What else is new? Yes, so we have 2 PAM miners now. This one on the left is set up to mine magnesium. This one on the right is set up to mine ice over there. And these have been hooked up to event controllers. So what I've done is I've added PAM to the base. So these miners are also working in station control mode, which means that we can control them from a central console screen up there, so we can see what they're up to. This is our command center. Here, as you can see on the screen, we can control these miners, so we can send commands to all. We can send a command to a particular miner, and we can control everything from here. But also we can actually use timer blocks and event controllers to send commands to the miners. So we have 2 event controllers here. This one is for the ice miner. And basically what this is doing is this is monitoring one of the cargo containers, storage containers that we have on the base. It's monitoring the ice one. This one's set up just for ice. And then if the threshold is less than or equal to 95%, which means basically we need more ice, then it will trigger some action. And here basically it will trigger a run command on the station PAM module, a programmable block, that will send a command to that particular miner, the ice miner, to continue its job. And then when it's overfilled, so it's more than 95%, it'll just tell it to return to base. And that's basically the setup that we have on both of these. The cat Mimi is deciding to make a noise. So yeah, that's what we've done. We did that. So that will basically automate this base completely, as long as these jobs have not finished. We do have I did put a laser antenna on here, but I was having a problem kind of getting it configured properly. I was pointing at the right place, pointing at our gateway station that's up there, and it was seeing it, but it wasn't allowing a persistent connection, which I don't really understand. It's glitching out on me. Yeah. What else did we do? We did a bit more of the decorations, just making it kind of look a bit more, yeah, like a mining base. Not too happy with everything kind of being black. I need to work on that, especially the house part. I did add in preparation for the session today, which we'll get on to in a second. I did add an assembler here. It's only been roughed out. It needs a bit of decoration, like the barriers in the wrong place, and I want to bring the stairs across from the other side. But that's all been built and that's been set up. And then the only other thing I did is I extended this platform out here, so we had a build platform for what we're going to be working on today. So here we've got our hinge, so we can stick a small grid projector on there. We put a small head on the hinge. A couple of docking connectors. There's a couple, but you'll see why in a second. You see it in the background. And there's a helm, which allows us to control the projectors. And then what I did is okay, so let's go on to today. Today, we're going to be working on an automated cargo delivery system. And my thinking is, well, there's a few options here, but an automated cargo delivery system. So this place is mining magnesium. It's also mining ice for hydrogen. And we are looking to essentially resupply our station, our gateway station up here, from this base. And the reason I'm doing it here is not because this planet has a ton of resources. It does not. It's really as a proof of concept. So once I get the template working as I want it to, before I actually need it, we have a system in place that's going to work for us. So what I did is I've used one of these before. This is a cargo lifter. This cargo lifter is from. I will try to remember to put the link. That's the interplanetary one. This is the Atmo one. This is the one we have. Elisar. This is a pretty cool design. It's small grid. It's got a merge block on the top for picking up these cargo containers, and I like the overall concept. Now I could just have an interplanetary cargo lifter, which is what I've done before, and then fill up from here when it's full, launch to the station, dock, unload, and then come back. Pam has the automated miner script has a cargo shuttle concept, and we may end up going back to that. But I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I wanted to use the AI blocks in this as a proof of concept, because once I kind of nail down the hiccups with that system, I can use it for other things. So what I've done is I printed out the Atmo version of this. It probably would have been smarter to print out the hydrogen version, because then we could actually go all the way, but I did this. And my thinking is that this ship will take off, so it will fill up, then it will take off, then it will go to the upper edge of the atmosphere, then it will release the cargo container, and the cargo container will have thrusters, and then it will dock on its own with the station. So it's a kind of a simple drone concept. That's what I'm working to. So what I did is I printed out the Atmo ship. I printed out one of these cargo containers. There's different ones that you can print out. There's a power pack. I'm not really sure why a power pack is needed, but power pack. There's hydrogen, there's oxygen, there's that type of thing that you can print out. It comes with a few nifty buttons on the side. So I don't really get why the artificial mass is there, but it's there. One for the connector and one for the magnetic plates on this side. I guess there is no control, artificial mass, connector, landing plates. Yeah, there's nothing for the merge block at the top. There's control from the ship itself. This thing is pretty good. I mean, it flies pretty well. It's got a nice cockpit. I'll show you inside. One of the things I love about Space Engineers is the community and the imagination that they have and the concepts they come up with. This door is a little bit annoying to get in and out, but it's got some nice detail. Got a little armor locker just there, a control console for lights in the doors, a couple of seats, some control blocks, gravity alignment, so on and so forth. I should actually look at the gravity alignment for my big ship. External lights and internal lights. Okay, cool. And then it's got if we get in and then go to first person view, you can see your speed, acceleration. There's a stop distance as well. Just turn off the beacons. Stop distance as well. I've found that not to be super accurate. Ship mass. as well as these nifty little consoles on the left and right, which are quite cool. Oh, I've just noticed a little weather thing there. And then there's a handy thing for telling you what the toolbars do. So that's pretty neat. I like. So this thing at the moment is pretty dumb. It's got the connectors, it's got the mag plates, but it's got no thrusters, and that's something we need to work on. So that's one of the main projects that we will do today, and we'll see how that goes. The wrinkle that I have at the moment is that we don't have any waypoints set up, and we don't have the connector mapped out. So I need to figure out how we're going to handle that part. I've got some ideas. We could always just throw a helm on this thing and then steer it manually for the first run. We just need to remember to take a blueprint once we set those things up. And then once we have that this working and the blueprint is set up with the waypoints and so on and so forth, then we should just be able to print it over here, get it to fill up, and then the printed version will have the thrusters, the AI blocks. It should have all of the waypoints and stuff set up, and so yeah, we should then just be able to kind of automatically pick it up and then take it off. We'll see how that works out. There's our nifty arm that we did yesterday. So I did take a look around about how we could control this better. At the moment, it's all manual controls. And there's an arm OS that you can use for crane arms that we could actually reuse for the same sort of thing. I did build a little bit of stairway, like a gantry type thing, taking this up here. And then maybe we could kind of control it from this. That's the general premise. So yeah, so far I'm pretty pleased with this. The only thing, like a little bit more decoration, but the main thing is the coloring, because this is all kind of a little bit too uniform, a little bit too black, and something bright and airy would be more fitting, especially in this landscape. Like, this is absolutely a beautiful skybox, awesome terrain. I'm really happy with this. Which reminds me, I do need to blueprint it as well. This one's blue, which basically means it's on action slot 2. Let's just double check what this is. Yeah, this is the hydrogen one. This will basically, if the hydrogen tank is less than the percentage, which is 99%, and it turns on the H2O2 generators. And if it's over, then it will turn them off. Just to save power, save ice. Again, the idea is that the space is completely self-contained and automated. Okay, let's head back. I love the little pipe work that we have under this gantry. One thing I do need to do before we actually kick off is I need to print another ship. So let's do that now. The repair is off. The projector is on. Projector switcher. Again, I like using the workshop. So let's go in the wrong direction. Left and right. Okay. Up and down. That should be forward. Roughly aligned with the connector. What do we need? Forward. Need to put a better walkway in here, so I have to use my jetpack all the time. And it was forward, was it? Left and right. Down. 2. No, 2 more. Maybe even 3. And that also looks a little bit, 2's enough. Needs to come 1 more to the left and then probably up. I've had issues with connectors and projections. So there's that, and then up. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I've had issues with connectors and projections where if the projection is too close to the connector, it doesn't print, or you can't create the connector on the projection. So yeah. So let's do something a little bit indicative of what we're trying to do. I probably don't have steel plates on me. Oh. Of course, because we have a source of gold on this planet, we can build the superconductors, which means we can build and repair in more places. At the moment, previously it was only on the main ship. And where are we? Really like connections to thrusters. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, not great, but you know, functional. Good enough. Okay, so let's turn on build and repair. And that's going to build out a little shuttle for us. Let's just wait a second. Okay, so let's move on to the next project. So this has a few cargo containers inside. Yeah. So in terms of thrusters, learning from my my earlier mistake, when we couldn't shift the ships in space, I need to make sure I use the right size of thruster. I tried using the small grid, small thrusters, and it was just not, there's not enough thrust to actually move. We also need, probably need gyros on this as well. It's got two containers, so in theory the mass could be fairly heavy. But again, this is more about see if we can get something that works for us. So I think, yeah, would I just have something red? I hear him clanging. What's the clanging? Hello? Okay. So yeah, we need to dock on here. So we need to make sure that we're not going to be causing any kind of thrust damage. And looking at the overall attachment points, I'm wondering if we have to take off some of this cladding that we have. is going to be connecting up with this connector, so we basically need to make sure we have the right thrust pushing in this direction from the top to the bottom. And then we'll probably, we'll treat this as the end. Kind of have it working like this, though maybe, I don't know if we need to. What is that noise? I don't know. I don't like it. And then we want... basically level with the connector. This. For some reason it was allowing us to put it higher on the other side than this side. So we have forward thrust. Off. Where is that noise coming from? That's freaking me out a little bit. Sounds like something's being disassembled. Okay. Off. Okay, so we have forward, we have down. The AI blocks will need thrust in every direction. I wonder if we actually need to have large thrusters in all directions. Whether we can get away with a few small. We'll need a battery. Don't you think we need those buttons? Put a battery on here. So it's got power, it's got forward, and it's got down. But the mass isn't going to be that high, so let's put a out there. No, the blocks that are being used. One of the annoying things about the hub block. And the lettering is throwing off a little bit, but we can always tweak this a little bit more. So we are sure it's working. Let's get the concept up and running first before we worry about how pretty it looks. 2 gyros should probably be enough, I hope. And I'm going to try using just the little thrusters in the other directions. So let's marry them like this. To there. To there. So now we have up and down. It switches up and down. Forwards and backwards. Where are we going to put these? Maybe here. So that's our braking thrust. So our primary directions are going to be in this direction and this direction. So forward here and then down. It's braking. And And then we need thrust in the other directions as well. That's the top one there. And one here. Okay, so now we have thrust in every direction. We've got batteries. Let's put the batteries on charge. Let's thrust this off in a second. Wrong way around. Okay. These off. Same for these. You know, when we test this could all go horribly wrong, so I've never done anything like this before. Okay. So all the thrusters are off. Oh, except you. Okay, so thrust in every direction, gyros, batteries on charge, the docking connector. I guess next is the sync event controllers. We're gonna need a few. Interior plate. Excuse the clang. I don't really know where that's coming from. That's that. That as well. Okay. Event controllers. Want them somewhere that's kind of accessible. And we will need a few. Oh. I can't put them there because of the blocks. There, yeah. On there, on there. Gonna handle connected and disconnected. Need one there and one there. Oh. And that's going to handle the merge block. So merge block connector. Going to need a timer. A couple of timer blocks. Underneath, yeah. So timer block for the merge connector, we only need one, and then I'm not sure if we need it, but I put another one in there as well, just in case. We probably will need it, but I'm not exactly sure why at the moment. And then we're going to need some AI blocks. So we're going to need a. For the first one is anyway, we're going to need a recorder. We're going to need a move. Probably a basic task. We don't need offensive, don't need defensive. What's that? Oh, warning sign. This whole thing should have a warning sign on it. Okay. So this designate front. Front is this way. opposite the thrust. Is there a top? Front is that way. I think that's upside down. Yeah. What? Why? I don't want to put it there. Because I just remembered something else that we'll need. Remote control block. Let's put that one in first. The eye is the direction of travel, and then notch is at the top, so we can flip it around. Quarter. Let's do the move one. That's the front. Left, right. Then the quarter time, which is going to be the same. Left, right, left. Okay. So we've done move, we've done quarter. And then we'll need a basic task. I think it's the thing that allows us the actual jobs, like go to waypoints and that sort of stuff. We may need multiple recorder blocks. Let's think. I don't know. So it's it's the name of other things. What's wrong with you? Displays. Short displays. Looks mostly built, which is good. I know what we need as well. We need an Like, I brought a bunch of components down, but it was only a small number. Okay. I think we kind of have everything that we require. So let's start naming things. Information AT, and this one's going to be the disconnected. Controller above it is going to be the controller. This one is going to be the connector connected. And that was going to be So the event controller is going to trigger the event, and then the automation timer is going to be for the set of actions that we do when that event is happening. It's a little bit sad that you need two. It would be nice if we can actually extend, do everything on one, just to save a little bit more space. But it is what it is. This is going to be the recorder for
energy low.
For Q station. Okay. Let's go and get some energies. It looks foggy. Fan is glitching out on me, so I'm switching it for the full-sized one. If that made a difference. How are we doing with that? The build and repair stuff is great, but not particularly fast. I think it's playing me out because of the tires that are on it. Okay. What else do we have? That's the basic tiles. Okay. I think that's is that everything? Let me know if I've forgotten something. Actually, while we're here, let's let me just make sure that I have the channel whatchamacallit up. Why does that say? Is that actually working? It says I'm showing. Okay, good. Just the UI is let's be fine. Okay. Batteries look like they're charged. What am I going to do next? Like in theory, I can remote control this. The antenna range set to. It is 16 kilometers away. So I'm learning from a mistake that I've made many times. Which is losing connection with my with my ships by them going out of range. Okay, so the theory is that when the actually we need let's put a console on this and configure it easily. Right. What are we missing? Oh, sure. Looks like there's a snowstorm. Make a lot of those. And let's put this. Can we put it on the front? Can we put it on the side? Oh, is there no business? Oh, good, right. Yeah, that's a shame. I quite like the placements. Let's put this on the front. God damn it! I'm gonna put it on a thruster. It's too much here as well. Building repair will kick in and do that for us. It's functional. Okay, so merge disconnected. Merge block. Merged. I'm not exactly sure of its name. Merge block container. Merge its container. Merge block merged is false. So when it's false, we want to activate the timer. Merge disconnected. And that's gonna start. So I'm choosing start rather than trigger now, because I will need to get away from the container once we drop it. So we'll need to give ourselves a little bit of time to do it. So for the timer block, we'll set the delay to 10 seconds. And what are we going to do? So when merge block is disconnected, we need to turn write this down. Thrusters, our batteries, make sure they're off charge. Turn the thrusters on, and then we need to activate the AI. I guess it's the AI blocks. Is it probably going to be move or task? So before we do that, we need to make sure things are in a group. So this is going to be called container clusters. Be specific. Container batteries. So let's look at the timer. So set up actions. First of all, we need to make sure that the batteries, enable auto. And the thrusters on. Then something like, I can't remember which one is this. Let's take a look. AI. That works with so follow home allows you to speak and the grid should follow. That's basically using the path recorder. So we need to set up the recorder path. Set up some waypoints for it. I don't know if the basic task allows docking. I don't think it does. So let's try follow home. And yeah, that's the laser antenna. Yeah, I'm not sure about the beacon name. I'm gonna have to look at that. It is Craig Gateway, so it could be that. And the min range, okay. So we can use this basic task to get us in the proximity of the station. And then from that location we can we can use the recorder task to allow us to go to the docking place. Max range, let's keep low. So like, I don't know, 25 meters maybe? The min range is 10, 15. These are purely arbitrary numbers. We don't want it to wander when idle. Okay. And then, flight move. Traditional coordinates is on. Keep the speed limit fairly low, but maybe 10 is too small. Altitude 0 because it's going to be maybe aligned to peak gravity because the station is within gravity range. So I think these are kind of the general characteristics of moving. So we'll need to turn on that merge block. So the AI move block on, and then the basic task, no movement input. What's the error here? Probably because of the recorder. Yeah, the recorder. So let's have a look. AI move is complaining about movement input, which basically means I think the AI recorder. So turn the AI rec on, then the move on, and then the task.
Energy low.
And we'll have to look at the what things we can actually trigger on those blocks as well in a second. So we'll see how that goes. So let's go back to the timer block. So when the merge block is disconnected, after 10 seconds, we already have the batteries on auto and the thrusters on. Then it's going to be the AI recorder, AI. Well, before we pick it, let's just see what else there is. There's play. let's record waypoint. Yeah, we'll need the waypoint side of things once we're in space and recording the path. But when the merge block is disconnected, it means that we've dumped the container from the cargo lifter, and we want the container to head towards the station. So let's turn the AI on, then the move on. Let's see what options that has. So it's the AI on, collision avoidance, precision mode, speed, align. Okay. So turn that on, and then it's the task. Let's see what the task is going to give us. I'm not sure what set current position is for. Range, wander, follow. Not actually that much. AI behavior on. And then it's going to be, so we drop the cargo container, it goes towards the station, it goes to that waypoint that we set. Where do we set the waypoint? Which one was it? It was in the task, wasn't it? Follow home, set the home list. So now, if we look at the merge block and look at the task, yeah, you can't set it from here unless I'm not seeing it. Okay. Let's just take another second look at this. So once we have the path set up from that point on the station that we're going to be going towards, then we would trigger the play. But we don't have that recorded yet, so that's fine. So yeah, event disconnected. Triggers the timer block and then does those actions. And then we have another one for the can we detect when we're able to where's my event? Merge disconnected. Okay, then the other side was connector. Let's change that. We don't want to be connector connected, but EC connector. EC connector. Connector ready to lock. And that's going to be this connector here. We need to rename that. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Connector container. Lock, container connector. Okay, so when it's ready to lock, we we want it to trigger this one. I'm going to start that again, following the same one as before, and we will need to rename that AT connector. Give it 10 seconds again. So when the connector is ready to connect, so it's lock it. Let's be specific. The toggles are great, but yeah, unless you exactly know the state beforehand. Like, we should know the state, but you know. Connector connected. Let's connect. Then we need to turn off the all of these. I'm just wondering, let's do it in the reverse order. So off, oh, and then it was the move. Off. Off. I'm actually wondering if we should turn the thrusters off first. Turn the thrusters off. And put the batteries on to recharge. Like, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with the container yet, but yeah, we'll figure that part out afterwards. Okay. I think that's everything. I'm sure there's not. But yeah. Let's just check the collision avoidance. I wonder if the collision avoidance on the AI block will it was the move, wasn't it? No. Task? No. Maybe it's the move. Collision avoidance is on. I wonder if the collision avoidance will handle the disconnect from the merge block for us. So when we turn the merge block off, I wonder if it will automatically pull away. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah. Not exactly sure where it's going to dock. Yeah, and I'm not sure if this I'm not sure if any of this is going to work, but we shall see. It's going to be fun, and you know, you don't learn anything without trying. So the only thing we are missing now is a helm, because the first run we're going to have to ride this baby in manually so we can record the waypoints. I'm worried if we don't have enough gyros. But the first run is going to be pretty empty. I think there's probably a bit of crap in here that I've just dumped when I've been wandering around. Yeah, so we need a helm on this. Probably our main thrust is in this direction, down. I'm going to find out quickly if these small thrusters are going to be enough. Yeah. So to do this part, let's go to my other toolbar. I've got a helm, but I want to make sure that the helm is it's pointing in the right direction. So what I'm going to do, these are half blocks, aren't they? Yeah. And those are slopes. So I'm going to take these blocks off, these slopes, and build just a little platform at the front. The decoration seems apt for what we're about to do. And we probably need one more. Is that going to be enough? Maybe. No. Okay. Try another layer. Come on, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about flying by the seat of our pants. And Suez. Okay. Bada boom. And then before we get too excited and take off and give this a test run, which is what we are about to do, let's set this up. So batteries. Batteries, auto, thrusters, on, excuse me, stretch. So batteries on auto, thrusters on gyros. Whoops. Let's rename those. So let's sure we have access to those. Turn them on and decrease power. Just want to go. Don't want to go spinning out of control. We need the AI blocks on here, and where's this one? We need to add waypoint. What do you think? So that's flight controls. Let's move this here. So record at the station. So let's turn it actually no. Just toggle. It on. Now let's add waypoint. And then let's also have a play. To do the task and toggle it on and off. That's probably one of the first things that we'll do to make sure that we are going to the right place. Then we need a toggle for this because they all kind of depend on each other. Not sure what the current position is actually for. And it was follow to station, which is a little bit worrying. Okay, so there's the AI controls. I've got the recorder to turn on and off. Got the move block, got the task block. We can add a waypoint. We can play the waypoint. I'm wondering if we will need to turn the task block off once we reach the marker that we set it to. Okay. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. So maybe it's a mistake dropping off all our stuff in case we have to do stuff in flight. Let's make sure we have oxygen and hydrogen in case things do go horribly wrong. Our bottles are done. So we have oxygen, hydrogen, why are you complaining? It's because the thrusters are on. Take it off. And depower you. Okay, there you go. We'll deal with you later. I think I put something on here for batteries. Yeah, got batteries on there. And let's blueprint this. I think it's copy. Let's rename this. Atmo. Pre-flight. Okay. The only other thing I will tweak before we get started, or add to the toolbar before we get started, is magnetic landing plates. It's 4. We just do that. Switch lock. Okay. Looking good. Like there's there's a camera that we probably need, but those are half blocks anyway. There's a camera on the bottom here already, isn't there? The guy's done a pretty good job of this. I will try to remember to put the link in chat. Okay, I think I'm putting it off. I'm procrastinating. probably forgotten about a thruster direction. Up, down. Probably going to burn through a few things. Okay. This is good. This is good. Are you ready? I'm ready. Am I ready? No, I'm not ready. Okay. Plate. Blank plate 3, 4, 2, 0. This one. 4. They're all the same name. Okay. Let's just name this. I want to make sure that we actually once we've disconnected we should be independent of that grid. Okay. Let's do this. Shut the door. We have O2. We're going to leave this thing flying. I think. Yeah, just leave it flying. It's a pretty ship, though, isn't it? It looks like a dragonfly. I quite like it. That's one of the reasons I decided to build one. And as I said, he's got a interplanetary one. He's got a one that's purely for space, and he's got one that's purely for atmospheres, which is what this one is. Okay. The thrusters are off. Let's turn the thrusters on. Our batteries. Do we have fuel in the reactor? That's the. Is there fuel? Oh, no, we should have fuel. Yeah, there's fuel in the reactor. Okay, good. The reactors are on. Batteries should be on. That's the container batteries. Is this on the ship? So it should be on the ship. These are on auto. So this is 3 off. They're on. These small batteries are on. We can take those off. Put those on auto now. I don't like the. I don't know if that's the. On, but it's the wrong color. On auto. I don't know. But we're about to find out. Let's put the antenna on. Okay. Those have large ranges because you know we are going to leave this thing. Then thruster, atmospheric. Just make sure that these are on. Those are all the back ones. I wish there was a filter for the control panel so that it would list the just the stuff that's on this grid. Okay, let's unlock and take off. Okay. So far, so good. Goodbye, crawl based. Might as well grab a screenshot while we're here. Okay. Let's go up. It's gonna go directly up from here. Not exactly sure where the atmosphere ends. But a lot more than this. We're coming down already. We're coming down already. What's going on? Why are we coming down already? Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Don't crash. Don't crash. What the hell? Should the artificial mass be on? I don't really understand what's going on there. Did we reach atmosphere already? No, we couldn't have. Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's put the gyros on. No, let's put the gyros off. What's going on? Why is this going here? No. Behind the trees. Behind the trees. Behind the trees. Okay. Let's come to a stop. Not really sure what's going on there. There's a dirty mark on the floor where we may have crashed once before. Gravity alignment. What's going on here? Auto on. All the engines are on. What's the problem? Why did we start collapsing? Descending. Let's check it. Let's add the thrusters. Container thrusters. No, I want to make sure we only do the atmospheric. Atmo thrust up. And we're going to increase override and decrease override. Okay. Gyros are currently off. Okay, let's try doing the alignment again. The atmosphere, is the atmosphere too thin? Like, we don't have, we're barely any weight. We're only 191,000 kilograms. We're not moving. Let's turn the gyros on, which basically stop us from push this up. Like, I'm thinking, like, what if I max thrust? We do have enough, we've got enough electricity. Like, if we put the thrust override on all, and the gyros are on, so it's going to keep us level. Let's try it. The worst that happens is we die. Or we crash. We crash and die. We're not just going to die spontaneously. Like, we're 325 meters up because we're in the mountainous area. The ground is 75 meters away. Got no damage. We have plenty of power. I don't understand why we weren't going up. So let's try this. We max this out. Are we overloading our power? No. Let's see what happens here. Pilot error before. Like, we're slowing down at 530. Now we're descending. Pretty fast. We're decelerating. We're going to decelerate. Hopefully the ground won't help us decelerate. Okay, so while it's doing its ping pong thing, I'm over here and pop this. Where's the merge block? Contain merge block. Merge block contain. I think it's this one. Block on and off. I think we may have a problem. So our batteries are on normal. Let's turn our thrusters on. Our gyros are on. They're at 100%. We're 550 meters. So 550 is when we go up. So I'm going to disconnect the merge block on the next up and see what happens. I think ammo is probably not the way to go. I was kind of looking to get at least 8,000, 10,000 above the ground, 8 to 10 kilometers. It's on its way up now. If it's because of the atmosphere, then our ion thrusters should work. So we're either about to die, so there we Go. Okay. Judging by how quickly we are going down, so that didn't work. Ion thrusters are not going to do the job. And there's our freighter. So version 1 test did not work, but we have enough thruster now, enough hydrogen to actually come here. Let's okay, set our dampeners relative. Get in here. Take back control of this. What's going on? Why are we not moving? Oh, because not enough sideways thrust on this thing. But let's go back to our thrust up. Let's disable the whoa, that's wrong. Whoop, up, 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 up. No. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't too hard. Are we damaged? We take any damage? Yeah, we did. I thought I dragged the slider bar all the way to the other end, but I did not. And now we are. What do we have? This damage on the thrusters. Most of. Too damaged? Maybe. 7 off damage. But do we have enough lift? To actually fly? Are our mag plates connected? Gyros are off. Why is the merge block on? Okay. Give a bit of lift. Let's get our level. Okay. Let's make a bit of progress over to our base. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct. Take this. Don't want to mess with that. We're going to deconstruct this. Come on. Do some salvage operations around the other side. Okay. And then we can start taking this down. Probably don't want to take it, decrease the thrust override. Probably don't want to do it on the way down. We want to do it on the way up. So yeah, I think building the hydrogen version will be better. But I still want to see if I can get the container side of things to work. So once we're pretty much down, start decreasing the thrust override until we mostly stay here. Maybe a little bit more, because we have lost some engines. This cargo lifter is only a was only a temporary one because I wanted to focus first on the container side of things. But I'm thinking that maybe maybe that was a wrong idea. It's too fancy. It's trying to do too much for us. Let's keep that. I think maybe we'll build our own. Let's not bamjacks our base too much. How quickly are we coming down? A little bit too quick. Now the problem is that the blueprint that I took was of the... Come on, come down. Don't be a hero. The blueprint I took was of the cargo container and the ship. Power this off so that we're not going to be jerking all over the place. Okay, thank you for your service, but our survey says and we painted our colour now for building repair to disassemble. We're going to have to build something around this. Just take these wheels off. Fix up that thruster. Yeah, ammo did not work on this. I'm confused why we didn't actually get that much height. We got to what, 550? You know, half a kilometer, it's not much. Okay, so that's happily going to build that for us. Let's get a few things ready. Connector. Let's go to our toolbar here, and you know what, cluster this. We want largest. What's the sci-fi like? Sci-fi, normal, and flat. Not large. Let's make it a danger red color. We want this to be small grid. I think. build and repair. It gives a little. It doesn't like the lack of ownership on the thing, which means we need a what's the smallest thing that we can do that has some ownership. Oh, gyro. No, because the gyro we can't build upon. Like I could just use a rotor. Or a hinge. But I don't wanna. I know what we can use. We can use a remote control. Yeah. Too quick. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. So let's just use a rotor. Keep it simple. Have a small head. That around. I'm gonna have the ship being red because why not? 2 blocks, just and then let's build this around. Gonna need a merge block, but we can add that at the after. Okay, let's do 3. Is it a small one that we have on the other side? That's actually a good question. I don't recall. And then start dust with the battery. Actually, batteries should be enough. I don't think we need a reactor to start with. This is only a proof of concept. So let's make sure these are on recharge. Okay. Where are we? Let's run around. Basically lift that we're after. And we need gonna need a bit of distance from some more plates on the cook. This is a temporary measure. Don't know how much distance we want, so I'm going to be a little bit generous to start with. And this is purely a test on it. For us to test the container concept. Let me figure out how I'm going to do. look. Just looking at the lift. Thrust. 230 kilonewtons. And this one? Oh, these are more. Okay. So we crashed. Two. Yeah, 1, 2, then we go across. We align it to top, like this. And then we don't have enough. Oh, we do have enough. Although it's going to mess up our. Blocks, I think. Although actually, do we need? I wonder if we can use small ones, because we don't need that much. We don't need that much thrust in the other directions, do we? We're using those ones, so let's follow suit. Let's put on there. Then around the let's put the other side. Oh, we should be able to actually do that up there. Oh. So we have up, forwards and backwards. Again, this is purely a test harness. Forwards and backwards, and then we need left and let's put them out the way. There we go. And then let's put a helm on the top. We're putting one directly on top of the battery. Still played, we are. Yeah, first I want to see if we get any more height than we had just now. Oh, no, interior plate. Was that what it was just now? Interior plate. That's okay. It's okay having a clean surface. There we go. Battery thrust in every direction. let's take a look at this. What is this? Merge block. Ah, okay. I just picked the wrong one. We don't need that one now.
Inventory full.
There we go. And what are you complaining about? You're complaining about metal grids and motors. Motors. We don't need that many motors. Okay. Ba-da-ba-dum. So with this one, basically, I want to see how high we can get. Maybe. With build and repair, this took quite some time to build. So yeah. So we're going to give it a also because we want those
Inventory full.
Rips.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory
I
full.
thought with
Inventory
given the number
full.
of
Inventory full.
mods. Hey Pavlos. Yes, there's a bunch of mods in this one.
Inventory
This is
full.
a scenario from I think it's Captain
Inventory
Arthur.
full.
So it comes with a number of mods already installed, but I can show you which ones I have. I need to recover after our little. It wasn't. It's a minor scratch. So let's have a look here. So a big chunk of these are actually from the scenario itself. So the station start. This is all areas at war. So those are there. The store block as well. The Nebula mod, water mods. This has water in the game again, part of the scenario. All of this is from the top down here, up part of the scenario. Build info and build vision. Like those. I think they're from me. I know relative top speed is from the scenario. The advanced welding. To be honest, I don't use that. I don't actually know why I have one of that. Automatic doors and airlocks. It's a mod that I use which allows you to have proper airlocks without needing to set up sensors. Sensors is no problem setting up sensors, but it takes up extra space. It's a pain in the ass. Better spotlights because I like to see. Colourful icons because it's pretty. Block renaming because it just makes it simpler when you're building ships and that sort of stuff. There's a visual mod there. I use the hacking computer to take over NPC grids. Just saves a bit of time. Leak Finder. Why is that there? Leak Finder, yeah. It's a separate mod now. So that's for making sure that your places are airtight. It provides a really nice visual actually for it. Build and repair. So I can focus on the game instead of welding crap up. All detector increases the range, and there's a few vanilla things. There's the Warfare DLC additions, which gives me prettier guns. This is for helping find ore, so it uses a spectrometry to do it. And then I've been trying recently these. I've not used this one yet, but the landing gear, the maglev, which is fun, and these are other mods that I've tried before that need cleaning up at some point. There's I'm playing at the moment using GeForce because I've done, or I'm partway through Areas at War on my local save. So by using GeForce, I can keep them separate because it doesn't properly namespace them, and I didn't want them to overlap. So I'm using GeForce. Now with GeForce, you can only use the standard launcher for Space Engineers. Whereas with your local game, you can actually use the plugin loader, which is the new one that they're going to be switching to, I think. And the plugin loader has it's got a more robust way of loading mods, but I don't really know when they're going to make that generally available and that sort of stuff. But the scenario itself is pretty good. The water mod takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's an awesome way of getting ice and hydrogen. So if you put a connector in the water, it basically collects ice, which you can then use within the H2O2. So yeah. Let's go back to
Inventory full. Inventory.
Do you like the
full.
game, Pavlos?
Inventory full.
Do you play?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I'm guessing by the question about mods, you play
Inventory
on the
full. Inventory 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 full. Inventory
Going ahead to
full.
Lopra for a minute.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Again, primarily we're looking to get these
Inventory
clusters out.
full.
Give us the
Inventory
grids
full.
and large cubes.
Inventory full.
And if the large ones already break, they've probably got, oh no. One of them has got
Inventory
back.
full.
Now we pull out crash out.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
I'm kind of confused why we didn't get as much altitude as I was expecting. So this is with 4 large Atmos. We'll need a gyro. Ah, okay. Well, if you like GeForce Now is one option that you have to basically it all runs server side. I know it's an extra cost on top of the game, and that's one of the downsides of it. I don't know if the game is available on the Xbox Play Pass. It probably is, given how old the game is. But with GeForce, basically everything runs remote, so it doesn't matter what the capability of your local device actually is. So you can run it in
Energy
max
low.
settings, graphics, that sort of stuff, and it has 0 impact on your local device, which is handy. Given the price of graphics cards and that sort of stuff, you know, it's horrendous at the moment. Disgusting. I'm not sponsored by GeForce, so Or if they want to, yeah, I'm happy, but I'm not. But I use it here, and I actually use it with my daughter as well. I've got my daughter Grace, who's 5. She has a Chromebook, so we run GeForce Now on the Chromebook. And it works fine. I play Power World, Minecraft, obviously. A little bit confused why there's velocity there. Okay, so let's go through a bit of configuration. And let's rename these. So the rename mod is actually really useful because I want to rename these 2 batteries with a different prefix. So we're going to call this crash test. Put that as a prefix that we'll use in multiple places. And then we can say prefix name. And then it just keeps it simple for us. Yeah, I had a mouse. What was it now? It was a Razer Naga, whatchamacallit, jobby. I had it for years, and I had the same problem. It had an infinite scroll, and picking things out of a list, especially when you've got drop down that sort of stuff, absolute nightmare. And so I recently changed, and there was the Amazon Prime Day, whatchamacallit, recently, and I switched to a different mouse that had a decent, that actually had a stop between each things. I was pulling my hair out. I know exactly how you feel. So these are all the thrusters that we've just built. So I can use this prefix function here, and it kind of helps. Oops. Helps if I can spell. Can't blame that on the mouse. Thrusters, battery. Right. 2. I feel your pain. Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping him. Okay, gyros, batteries. I died from a collision. Wow. What the? I knew something was clanging. Build and repair. Hi. How are you? Are you good? Dude, what the hell? I need landing gear. And I will need steel plate. So now this grid has some ownership. It's should be okay with a landing gear. I'm not gonna put a connector on here. Not yet. I need to unmerge this. Without dying. Whoops. Okay. I think the batteries are still on recharge. Stop the clang though. Ah, cool. Thanks, Pavlos. Because I did the groups, but I forgot to add them to the enable auto. So start with that. So stop the clang. Thrusters are on. The landing gear. Attached properly. Mistakes were made. Whoa, that goes up like a rocket. And now I've just remembered that I don't have any downward thrust. But that's okay. Gravity will take care of it for us. Just get approximately... Oh, do we have downward thrust? We are going down. So before we do our test flight with some... Be good. And make a blueprint of this. Not that it actually needs a blueprint, but you know. Habits. We have reasonable movement on this. Okay. But and it's always good to practice your landings. Might be a useful I'm gonna call this crash test. Version 1. Okay. Plate. And let's do a save just because. So we let's say none of the thrusters kind of got damaged or burned out, which means that we're not overlapping them too much. Build and repair is going to handle maybe it's because I didn't put rotor lock on. Yeah. Rotor lock on and share sensor. Maybe that's why it was clanging. So build and repair is going to deconstruct this for us. It's a bit of a time saver, so you know, reasons I like it. Okay. The gyros. Toolbar. Toggle. We have hydrogen and oxygen. on us. Is there anything else we need? Okay, let's see. So last time we got to 550. Yeah, now we're doing much better. Like we're in space kind of better. That maybe a tiny glitch. Let's actually see what happens. Okay, we're going down because we're in gravity. So. I want to see where the... Okay, 1,500 meters. Okay. And so from the moment I saw the altitude, I started using the thrusters to go up, and it kicked in at or it stopped us at 400 meters. So that's 1,500. Okay. So now we yeah. Now we actually have something to work with. Let's come down to 300. Okay. And where was our unexpected landing just now? Somewhere over this way. Is that cargo container still going to be there? There were batteries on it. This way a bit, I think. There were batteries on it. Oh, there it is, I think. So it should be there. I don't know if we can pick it up with this merge block. Otherwise, our feet, the landing gear that we have, should be enough. So yeah, that cargo lifter, pretty, but yeah, in the end, it was just not functional. There's a lot of people that do some really awesome creations, but they build it in creative, and yeah, I don't think they really try things out much in survival. Like here we have a gravity of 1 because we're on a planet. Moons tend to have a gravity of about a quarter, I think. And per turn is a gravity of 1.2, I think it is, 1.25. Camera would have been good. Our landing gear protrude too much for us to use the connector. I think. So let's just try using that. Okay, we are connected. Not enough juice. Where's are we going up? Yeah, it's too much. That's too heavy. That's good to know. Okay. Where is this? Make sure we're level. That will help with the thrust mining base. I'd be lost without bookmarks. So this container is we've got 4 large thrusters on here. This container is pretty empty. So we're going to need more thrust. We are maintaining altitude. So I think got to be a little bit careful because we have some overlap with the thrusters. No, we're not unlined. Okay. Could be level now. But we're still losing height. Gonna go down, but too fast and land on this side. Good thing we made this. Hopefully we're clear of stuff. There we go. Let's unlock. Get out of the way. We have plenty of power at once, so I'm going to leave that there. So I can put a connection on the bottom. On the bottom. I do need a connector, but I'm wondering if we can put it in a place where we build out from. I'm trying to do it in such a place where I'm not blocking the merge port, because we'll be doing another test. Because we're only charging batteries. Yeah? That's too high? Yeah, it's too high. Too high by 1. You know, one of the tricks in this game is, you know, don't overthink things too much. You want to plan ahead, but you also just want to get stuff going so you can run it. Okay, we should be, fingers crossed, we should be clear enough now of that. To use this. And a little bit more. Right. And turn the clutches off, put the batteries on charge.
No
Batteries
fuel.
on charge. And yeah, we're good to go. So what we've learned so far is that carrying nothing, we can reach space, pretty much. And carrying this container, just this container, we lose height, we lose altitude. Do I still have my... Probably going to have to build another one of those. Which basically comes down to the fact that we don't have enough engines on this. So I'm gonna... been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna take a break, get some lunch, and do some math, and look up on the thrust, the Space Engineer's thrust calculator. How many large thrusters we need for 1 gravity, 2 large cargo containers. I think it's 2. Okay. We may actually dump this concept. Conveyor frame. The batteries. Maybe even parachutes would be a good idea. Like, we don't have a ton of cargo to shift anyway, but we do have a lot of hydrogen. You know, my idea is that this will keep our gateway... Oh, excuse me. Keep our gateway station filled with hydrogen, which has 3 large tanks. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to take a break. I will get some food, recharge my batteries, go get a math, figure out how many large thrusters we need, build the next test harness and the next carrier. And I'll probably build another one of these. I'll probably have to go into creative mode, and then create a new blueprint with just the cargo container on it, rather than doing it from scratch. And then we can build another one and we can give it another try. The focus really is on that AI aspect. Yeah. Cool. Good. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, and I hope you did, like, subscribe, follow, all those things. Comment. If you didn't like what you saw, let me know. Tell me what you thought was shit. Tell me what you thought was crap. Tell me what you thought could be better. Or if it's just boring, just say, I'll try and do better next time. In the meantime, have an awesome week, and I will catch you again shortly. Until then, take care.